We are live. 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 That's right. We are live. That's right. We are definitely live. Live, live, live. That's right. This is the post game. That's right. This is the post game. This is the post game. This is the post game of Ohio State versus Penn State. It's Halloween, y'all. It's Halloween too. That's right. This is the Beetle. This is the Beetle. This is our post game live stream. Post game live stream. The Ohio State Buckeyes. The Ohio State Buckeyes beat Penn State 38-24, 25, 38-25. That's right. I am the Mandalorian too. I am the Mandalorian too. It's Halloween. I'm the Mandalorian. Get real. We are psyched. This is the Big Ten preview. Big Ten post-game show. This is the breakdown. And this is the Beetle on Halloween. Yes, Halloween. I thought I just changed things up a little bit. Change things up a little bit. This is the post game, and yes, I am the Beetle. This really is football 101, and it's Halloween, everyone, and I'm getting into the flavor of Halloween. But this is the post game wrap up of the Ohio State University against Penn State on ABC. That's right. What did you think about the game? Let me just say, what did you think about the Buckeyes? What did you think about the Buckeyes? And what did you think about Fields? He was awesome. He was awesome. He was awesome. Fields took charge. It was a crazy game. I mean, this could have been a really big blowout, but it seems like the refs were trying to keep this close. It would seem like the refs were trying to keep this game close. I don't know what was going on, but the Buckeyes came in to unleash some punishment on the Nittany Lions. Unleash some punishment. And yes, it was in Penn State without the whiteout, but it would not have mattered. It would not have mattered even if the fans were there. Buckeyes were there to do some punishment. Buckeyes were there to do some punishment. Now let me give you some breakdown of the game at this point in time. And I'm going to give you the wrap up of the Big Ten, the biggest upset in the Big Ten this weekend. Oh my, there was a big upset from last week to this week in the Big Ten. So let me give you the breakdown of this game. On the very first drive, the Ohio State scored on the very first drive. Wide receiver Wilson catches a pass. He goes 62 yards, all the way down to the 5-yard line, and then Fields give the ball to Teague the third, and he scores a touchdown, 5-yard touchdown, right at the beginning of the first drive, first quarter. And the Buckeyes are up. The Buckeyes are up 7-0. And then Penn State gets the ball. They move the ball. Yet, third and long, they were stopped. Fourth down. And guess what? On the very second, this drive, on the 45-yard line, on their own 45-yard line, Penn State tries to go for it already. Down 7-0. They go for it. I don't know what's going on. They go for it, and they're stopped on fourth down. What was the coach? What was James Franklin thinking about? He's already intimidated, already at the jump. And so they do not make it. Ohio State gets the ball back. Fields to Wilson, 7 yards, 9 yards to Olave, and then a run by Sermon, first down. Then Fields to Olave, and touchdown. It's 14-0 in the first quarter. Oh, let me just say the wide receiver, Olave. He is prime time. He is super special. He has qualities off the chart. He has control of his body and he makes fantastic catches. So right up front in the first quarter, Fields hit Olave. Olave, and they score. The Buckeyes are up 14-0. And then, oh my gosh, it right then you could just feel the Buckeyes were all about business. All about business. That's right. All about business. And then Penn State gets the ball. Ohio State pass rush is intimidating, but Garrett and Cooper, and then the defense just stands up. The defense was just, they were just giving it to Penn State. That defensive line and the linebackers, Borland, was very impressed. They were just putting out the pain, but it was 3 and out. There could have been 3 and out, but there was a personal foul taken out the quarterback. So they give, and it wasn't really a bad hit. It wasn't just after them. They just gave them the personal foul. So Penn State got 3 extra downs. Penn State moves the ball, and then Penn State gets a 31-yard field goal. A 31-yard field goal, which makes it 14-3. 14-3. And then that was end of Teague. Ohio State gets the ball back, and Teague runs the ball well at the end of the first quarter, and that's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State's beginning of the second quarter. Fields to Wilson for first down. Then they miss. Oh yeah, let me just say about the Ohio State kicker. Oh man, that Ohio State kicker, I don't know what his name is. He doesn't look confident at all. He missed an easy field goal. It was just, he missed it at the beginning of the game, second quarter, and he missed one at the end of the game. They just need to get another kicker. He doesn't look good at all. And Brian Day, man, he's been tested by his players, tested by the officials, but the kicker missed the easy field goal, and then Penn State gets the ball 3 and out, and then Ohio State scores another touchdown, makes it 21-3. Then Penn State scores a field goal. Oh, let me just say, how did Penn State get their field goal right before the end of the half? It was crazy. Ohio State was driving, and then they just say, okay, we're not going to make our first down. And Fields was just taking up time, just trying to make sure they just take enough time. And in the half, and he actually was taking a knee, and then the officials rolled the tape back. It was just bizarre. The officials rolled the tape back, and they said the Penn State has 1 second left. 1 second left. So they said, no, we got 1 second left. They made the teams come back on the field. And the Nittany Lions made a 50-yard field goal. I know, I look dim. They made a 50-yard field goal. 50-yard field goal. Made it 21-6. 21-6. Well, 21-6. So yes, it was crazy. How they got the 6 points. 6 points. Can you believe it? So yes, yes, I see. Thank you, Serenity. So it's a crazy Halloween show. Yeah, we keep it alive, though. We keep it alive. Now coming on in the second half, Harrison gets the ball for the Penn State defensive end. He tackles and makes a stop. The quarterback, 5 for 5. He comes out. The quarterback for the Penn State Nittany Lions, he moves the ball well. And yes, And then there's they just went after the cornerback Banks on the Banks on the on Ohio State, just torched him. And the Penn State drove the ball 75 yards in 8 plays and scored a touchdown, which made it 21-13. 21-13. Penn State are coming back in the third quarter. They're coming back in the third quarter. Can you believe it? Penn State coming back in the third quarter. I can't believe it myself. But they took advantage of Banks. He was just playing really soft against the wide receiver. So Penn State made it 21-13. And then Ohio State gets the ball. Fields to Olave again. This 49-yard pass. Oh, man, it was a thing of beauty. It was a nice long pass along the sidelines, and Olave made this fantastic catch, and it was a thing of beauty. So give props to wide receiver Olave of the Buckeyes, superstar in the making. Yes, I'm calling it superstar now. Yes, Olave can catch the long passes. He's got all the skills. So it made it 28-13. Then Penn State gets the ball back. And they 3 and out. 3 and out after they get the ball. Ohio State get the ball back, moves down the field. And yes, they were stopped. Teague was running well. The offense, let me just say, the offensive line of Ohio State, they're very impressive. They just wore down the Penn State defensive line, wore them down, controlling the offense. Teague was running well. You could just tell their mission in this game. Brian Day said, we're going to be physical. And they took it to Penn State's front defensive line, and they could move the ball well at will just about. But Penn State did stop them on several occasions, and then there was a 15-yard field goal, and which by Ohio State, which the kicker finally made a field goal, made it 31-13, and then Penn State comes up, gets the ball. They were sacked, 4th down, and then moving into the fourth quarter, Penn State, Dotson makes one. Oh, let me just say, that's when they came out in the fourth quarter. Penn State, they were going down the field, and they had Dotson, their wide receiver, made 2 excellent catches, and 2 excellent catches. And Dotson made a one-handed catch along the sideline, and made a touchdown, made it 31-19. Give props to Dotson on the Penn State, and wow, that was just super special. Give props to Dotson on making that. So yes, they made it 31-19, and then Fields, Ohio State gets the ball back, and Fields to Ruckett. They drive the ball, and then Fields easily throws it. Oh, they actually were down at the goal line. Penn State was trying to stop them, and then all of a sudden, Fields faked the run inside and just threw the pass to Ruckett, the tight end, made it 38-19, scored a touchdown right there, and then Penn State gets the ball back 30 and drives another drive. They scored a touchdown, tried to get 2 points. It failed. And then Ohio State was just really running out the ball game by the end. And it ends 38-25. 38-25. Yes. Oh, thank you for the additional question, Serenity. So, yes, Serenity. I can see. And yes, I passed out the candy. To the kids in the neighborhood. Practicing my new Star Wars Mandalorian mask. Yeah. Yes, I can see. And yes, I passed out candy to the kids in the Mandalorian. This is my protocol. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. You know, I'm just keeping it real, just trying to stay and have fun, even more urge. But this is my wrap up. Ohio State wins the Big Ten. Let me just tell you very quickly what happened in the Big Ten. The Michigan Wolverines lost. Michigan State beat Michigan. I couldn't believe it. I was just so disappointed in Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines. It was ridiculous. They should have dominated that game, but Michigan State totally took it to Michigan at Ann Arbor. My gosh, what happened to my Michigan? Oh, against Michigan State. Oh my gosh. That was the big upset. But all in all, Ohio State is still number one in the Big Ten. That's right. Ohio State is still number one in the Big Ten, and they probably move down a notch in the overall rankings. Matter of fact, Clemson barely won, and Trevor Lawrence is on COVID. He's going to be out for a couple of games. So actually, Ohio State will probably move up in the rankings, as well as Alabama will move up in the rankings. But again, the Buckeyes showed what they were about. There was also Northwestern. Northwestern won tonight. They were actually losing that game, and Northwestern surprised. Also, Maryland. Maryland beat Minnesota with, guess who? 2A brother in Maryland. 2A's brother, I don't know his name. They actually won by 1 point yesterday. So Maryland, a big upset against Minnesota. And I believe Purdue won another game, so that makes Purdue 2-0. So the Big Ten is getting around, and also Indiana beat Rutgers. The Hoosiers beat Rutgers. So the Big Ten is getting very competitive. All the leagues will be back playing. The MAC will be playing. The Pac-12 will begin their season next week, and the Mountain West. So all the college teams, regardless of the protocol, regardless of COVID, they're going to be playing in the rest of the season. So there's going to be a lot of discussions about the college football. But for right now, I was impressed. The Beetle and Football 101 was impressed by the Ohio State Buckeyes. So stay tuned. Next week, I may do another college football game, but not with the Mandalorian protocol. So stay tuned. Happy Halloween, everybody. We out of here. Thank you for tuning in. And please, let me say, please like and subscribe. What can I say? Gotta have fun. We out of here. See you, everybody.